Hey everybody, it's What's Next with Dr. Joel. I'm Dr. Joel, and I'm thinking about what's next, and it seems like what's next is things are going to be not so much about isolating and sheltering in place and distancing and wearing masks, that things are going to be more about everybody getting vaccinated, and maybe we can do some stuff that's fun again. And so I was thinking about the effects of that and what that's like for me, that's happening, and it's really kind of weird. It's kind of weird that things are all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, but that after all this time and everything that's happened and all we've been through, we've got this new kind of a different major shift that's happening that's kind of, that's not necessarily about bad stuff, and yet it's still kind of hard. Thinking about what it's going to be like now to be with folks again, to figure out how to kind of not be worried about who's close by and whether or not they have a mask on, and if the mask's covering their nose or not, and what kind of mask they have, and whether or not I have to disinfect my hands. And so I'm just struck by how, even though it seems like this is a good thing, how it also seems kind of hard. And it just occurs to me that it's quite possible that it's only because this is a major shift, and that major shifts are not easy. I was actually watching the Godzilla versus King Kong movie the other night, and once again, you know, these situations that happen where people do stuff that doesn't make any sense, and you're kind of watching, going, "Oh, why don't they just do blah 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 blah?" And realizing that when I'm in an environment that's a new environment in terms of the context, I don't know what the right thing to do is, because my right thing to do is based on a context that may or may not have anything to do with what's actually happening right now. And I just want to make sure I continue to kind of remind myself about that I can be the person in the scary movie that's running away from the guy with the knife doing things that make absolutely no sense, because running away from a guy who's got a knife is not a context I'm really familiar with. And so the choices that I make are not informed by whether or not I'm an idiot. They're informed by it's a word I'm not really psyched that I just used, but they're informed by the context. And if the context is completely unfamiliar, then my ability to adapt to that context takes more time than just a couple of minutes. And I want to give myself permission to actually take that time. So anyway, something to think about. That's What's Next with Dr. Joel. Hope everybody's having a great day. I'll be back tomorrow with What's Next.